If you own a business and decided that it's finally time to run ads, you've chosen a very weird time to start. Both Google and Meta are going through a hard reset. We can call this the great AI revolution. What exactly does that mean for your business? If you're a scared boomer, you can stop watching this video and just revert to LinkedIn ads. I have a video that I will link that you really should watch before you start spending those heavy dollars on LinkedIn ads. If, however, you are neither scared nor a boomer, you're in the right place. In this video, you will learn how to design ads and why. You will also learn how to batch test them and what results to expect. And if you happen to be in a weird point on your entrepreneurial journey, I have a free journaling exercise, instantly downloadable, link down below. I was also in a weird place last year, and now I'm fine. Speaking of me, hi, my name is Sorina. I am a brand strategist. I've been running ads since 2017. I help business owners maximize their profit margins and reallocate the newly acquired funds into things that bring more money. Running ads since 2017, I've been through some weird shit. I've witnessed many hard resets on both Facebook and Google. I've had websites taken down because of GDPR compliance in Europe. I've had accounts restricted for not wanting to provide my ID, and I've had many shadow bans because of saying the wrong thing at the wrong time online. If you don't know what a shadow ban is, it's when you post and nobody sees. If you want to check if you are shadow banned, there's an easy and free way to do so. All you got to do is post on the platform that you choose, use a specific hashtag, preferably a really silly one, and then search for the hashtag. If your post doesn't show up, you're fucked. Shadow bans can last 24 hours, 2 weeks, 3 months, or even a lifetime. But you're not here to learn about shadow bans. You're here to learn about running ads today. If you are a business owner and recently started posting more consistently and seriously, you might have been approached by one or several, let's say, continental Asian gentlemen offering their services to help you with your ad creatives. And you might have been a little weary about it. What if it's a scam? What if it's not a scam, but the ads would be in bad taste? What if I make a fool of myself online? What even is an ad creative? Honestly, I don't know why they call them that. It just sounds wrong etymologically. The term ad creative is standardly applied to the media connected to your ad. It's the picture, it's the video. But you see, an ad is not only the picture or the video, an ad also has a hook, a text body, a call to action. It also has a budget, but most importantly, it really should have a strategy. I've mentioned we are currently going through a hard reset. Why does that matter? Well, the algorithms shape the way we communicate. Currently, the AI revolution means we got to start communicating differently. For example, Google isn't what it used to be. Gemini regurgitates what it thinks you need, and most of the time is wrong. So wrong. Let's say someone is looking for information that you might have on your website. They might not even get to your website because Gemini is going to say something annoying and they just have to give up eventually on searching or ask ChatGPT. Now, ChatGPT really likes Reddit. If you're familiar with Reddit, you probably already know that Redditors are most of the time wrong. Naturally, ChatGPT is also going to be wrong. I think it's time to get back in the library and hit some books, babe. Meta also now has some very powerful AI tools. And I'm not referring to that silly LLM in your chat section. the one that they call Meta AI, which is basically like budget Chat GPT. Chat GPT off Wish. If you haven't tried it, I recommend you do. It's hilarious. No, I'm talking about the AI that does the targeting for your ads. In 2025, you don't need to get so granular on your target audiences anymore when you run an ad. Go broad. The AI will figure out who needs to see it and when. What you do need to do is get really clear on your messaging, on what you show on your ads, your copywriting, your call outs, your pain points, your amplification of pain points, your specific outcome, your transformations. This is what you need to be focusing on. Meta is still the best platform to run ads. It's the most cost efficient. It has way better ROAS than LinkedIn, return on ad spend. I made a video here with a comparison between the two if you're curious. You can check it out there. But in 2025, we need to adjust the way we do things with paid ads. So, what are the adjustments? First, there seems to be a crackdown on different topics. One of them is on money related ads. It's funny because most businesses promise better financial outcome. That's why we do business. That's why we provide services. Your copywriting has to find a workaround this crackdown. Otherwise, your ad account can be permanently suspended. You see, there aren't real people behind these crackdowns, they're algorithms. It's all automated. It's like the Sentinel in the Matrix, that thing that would scour the underground tunnels to check for an electromagnetic pulse, kind of like that. Another topic is health stuff, medical services. Now, I'm not the right person for this, but I know we can't be going around advertising our medical services on Instagram and Facebook. The crackdown is politics. Can you blame them though? So much fake news gets around this anyway, enough to even overthrow elections. Yes, I am Romanian. Now, more importantly, about the ad creatives. You see, I use Instagram, but backwards. I scroll to look at the ads instead of the content itself. It's a little messed up, I know, but think of it this way: ads are the only content that people are playing. Ads are the only content that people are paying to post. I want to see how they spend their money. I don't need to know how the matcha latte after the Pilates workout looked like. You see, my friend, that's what you're competing with: matcha lattes and hot girls. This is why we are in the age of ugly ads, fugly ads, dead ass, hideous ads, ugly AF. Let's look at some together, shall we? This completely evasive ad that makes you press learn more. A simple explanation is the hook, but the explanation lacks simplicity. This ad has been running for like 6 weeks, so it's deemed as being successful. This disgusting cake, which makes me want cake. The handwritten note with a hand. She had 100 men in a day. He had 100K in a month. God, disgusting. Ugh. Handwritten, misspelled, borderline retarded handwriting. This is my favorite. This lady with their really lazy notes app screenshots. This hot take. Meta is secretly rewarding the ads that hurt your ROAS. Spoiler alert, it's not. Everything you need to know. Absolutely free. 3997 value for free. These absurd offers. This really ugly image with not needing more budget but needing a better landing page. You actually need both. And this mildly infuriating misalignment for this. It's not even like cut up equally. This is just a meme, but I thought it would be a great ad. Don't underestimate the power of the sale. It doesn't matter how much it costs as long as it's 70% off. And of course, a cat with a tie. I would stop scrolling to check this cat out. All these ads are meant to be scroll stoppers. They are results of many iterations of batch testing. Thousands and thousands of dollars spent in order to see which ones perform best. This, you can say, is now peak humanity. Now, I have some tips for you, my friend, for your batch testing. Test directly written text in the ad creative. Test ugly ass pictures. Test misalignments, anti design. For example, you can have an ad set with the following ad creative variation. You can have a text going against a common belief, worst colors only. You can have handwritten, handheld text with specific numbers, or you can have food or faceless hot chicks, depending on whether your target is female or male. Let them run for 2 to 4 weeks, see how good they do, what type of leads they attract. Then you go hard on the succeeding ones. You see, my friend, strategy is first and foremost about being humble. You never know until you batch test, until you put it out in the world. So, yes, going back to that lovely Pakistani person that offered his services to you, you can even give the guy a shot because in reality, neither of you know. That's the beauty of it. You can even use memes. I encourage you to. I love memes. I love myself the business memes. There's a subreddit on business memes, which I don't own and seems to be dead for like 2 years. And I kind of want to revive it. So if you have business memes, post it on there and maybe I will show them on YouTube for everyone to see. Anyway, back to the batch testing. What to expect when you batch test? Well, this experiment is only good if your offer is in the 4 digits. Otherwise, it doesn't really make any financial sense. You're going to go bankrupt. You can watch a realistic ROAS video here.